Hey guys, welcome to the first round of mixed. It's Alcaraz's first time on court in, what is it, 4 months? And that first service game, it was a little bit shaky from Alcaraz. Started off with a double fault, but then on the second point, he cranked a few forehands, and I was like, okay, it's a good sign. He ended up losing that game though. So Alcaraz dropped serve in the first game, and they're still trailing down a break. Alcaraz trying to hold here. Deciding point, also set point, and Alcaraz comes through his service game. And it's 3-2. They're going to need to break here. The sets go up to 4. And if they split sets, they will play a deciding 10-point match tiebreak. So here's the thing. I don't really, to be really honest with you, I don't really care about mixed that much, especially this version of mixed. But I'll be honest, I'm very interested to see how Carlos Alcaraz is playing, because it's so weird. The guy has not played an official match since Barcelona, and he's entered US Open right away into incredibly tough competition. So this is good for him. I actually think it'd be better if he lost in the first round. Just to hit a few balls out there. Of course, it looks like they're trying to win, of course. This is such a fun pairing, Serena and Alcaraz. But really, for me, it's just taking a look at Carlos, seeing his forehand most importantly. What does it look like? Is there any changes? I'm observing here. And they're playing a couple of double specialists, and this is going to be tough. Routliffe and Glasspool, it's going to be very difficult to come through this. But look, if Serena can find her game, like she did in that second set of the Cincinnati doubles match with Venus against Kostyuk and Stearns, Serena played well in the second set. She's a little shaky in the first set, so maybe somewhat similar here. When Serena starts finding her shots, I think they're going to have a chance. So most likely it's going to go in a deciding match tiebreak. I apologize for being late, but I played tennis today for the first time for real. I played tennis for real for the first time in 6 months, and then the fourth time in 9 months. Yeah, so it's been exhausting, but good news is my calf survived, and I felt no pain, zero pain. And I played against Andre. I didn't play a match against him, but we played a bunch of tie breaks, and we did a separate video. It has to do with lefties. I'm doing a video on how to play lefties, and I played, like I said, some points for real for about 2 hours. And calf is feeling good, but it went a little bit longer than I thought, so I'm late to this. Didn't think I even was going to be able to do it because they were supposed to start at 2, but match was delayed, so here I am. Better to do at least a set and a half of this than nothing, because I'm really interested in this. I'm really interested in this for the reasons stated earlier. And here we have Glasspool serving for the set. It's 15-all. Serena returning on the deuce side. Carlitos on the ad side. Glasspool misses the first serve, second serve. Hi, Anna. How you doing? And there's 15-30. And a vamos from Carlos. A vamos from Carlos. And there it is. 15-40. 15-40, guys. 2 break points. Now, what happens at 3-all? I don't even know. Do you guys know? What happens at 3-all? I have no clue. And there's a break. There's a break. ATP 101 in the house. What happens here? Is it like a tie break up to 5? What is going on now? Or they go up to 5? Oh, so they go up to 5? Gotcha. I don't know actually. Yeah, it looks like you're right, Anna. They go up to 5. Johannes Eagle says up to 5. Okay, makes sense. All right, good. Back on serve in the first set. Ace from Serena. There it is. Now look, I don't understand why Serena's not playing singles. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know what the purpose was of coming back in Queens and where else did she play? Did she come back in Berlin? No, she played Queens and I don't remember now. I mean, of course she played the Wimbledon singles and then pulled out of the doubles there, and then she plays Cincinnati doubles. I don't. Was she doing that to get ready for the mixed? I don't think so. So I don't understand this comeback. I really don't. I thought she was going to play singles here. All right, is she playing with her sister? I didn't see anything. But I would have loved to watch Serena play singles here. So it's a little bit confusing. And trying to make sense of it. What is the purpose? But look, if it's just for the love of the game and just being out there and playing, I think it's great. It created a lot of excitement. And it's all good. I got no beef with it. Take a look at this match. This is awesome. Williams Alcaraz. I mean, who would have thought of this pairing? But I want to take this opportunity and talk about Alcaraz's doubles. Because I've had a personal connection with his doubles play. And it's been so disappointing. But I'll share that in the changeover. Guys. All right, Serena serving at 30-15. There's that big serve down the tee. She misses into the net. Second serve. Is Carlitos ready, Nick, for a title run? That's why I'm watching, man. I'm observing this. I need to make my predictions. I don't know yet. I need to collect as much information as I possibly can. Oh, and very smart forehand there from Glasspool. Goes into the open court, inside in. Carlitos went a little too quick on that poach. Take a look in slow-mo. That was like a high backhand from Serena, and Carlos went too early. Easy inside and forehand winner for Glasspool, who, by the way, uses a Babolat pure drive. I have so much respect for that. There's an excellent racket choice. Very rare on the ATP Tour, guys. And there is, I didn't even see what it was, but I heard the crowd cheering. What did Serena do? Ace? Yes, ace. 120 ace. Are you kidding me? Serena dropped 120? Wait a second. And I gotta be careful when I say Serena, Siri gets activated. Oh my God. By the way, guys, Serena holds 4-3 Williams Alcaraz. By the way, guys, I'm happy to inform you that I signed up for ESPN Unlimited, the highest package, the one with Hulu and Disney Plus. I don't wanna play around, because there was this ESPN Unlimited, and that was like, it said it has everything, but I don't trust that, because I've heard some stories last time that unless you had the highest package, you had some exclusions regarding the matches that weren't stated. So I'm not playing around. I'm not risking anything. I got ESPN maximum package, and right away, I'm looking around in there, and it's a disaster right from the get-go. I spent a lot of time talking about ESPN during Wimbledon, and nothing changed. There's been no improvements. Nothing has happened. It's the same. I would like to use an expletive here, but I'm not. It's the same difficulties. Let's just put it that way. It was nice to watch a qualifying match, but it's like, oh, court 18, court 12, court 7, court 6. Like it's like you know, what do you call it? Like a treasure hunt over there, trying to find a match that you're looking for. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, listen, it doesn't take that long to write the name on a thumbnail, does it? When you're putting it up. Whatever. And then, okay, we'll talk later. Let's focus in here on Williams Alcaraz, up 4-3 in the first set. They were able to break back. Carlitos did lose his serve in the beginning. Started this match with a double fault, but he's looking good out here. Eparukua, yes, 100%. I prefer TNT over ESPN, 100%. It's not even close. TNT wins, 100%, my friend. And Carlos, did he make it? He made it. He's smiling. That Carlitos, man, it's so nice to see him back. He was in. He poached, put a high forehand volley away. Good return from Serena there. And Carlitos with a new hairstyle. I approve 100%. Way better than his hair last year. Remember the buzz cut? So he's looking good, man, with the long hair. I approve. And here's a second serve from Routliffe. Let's see what Carlitos does with this thing. Glasspool crouching down. This is the I formation. By the way, guys, do you know why it's called the I formation? I'm going to tell you. I formation means, if you take a look at the server, and if you look from behind, it's really weird. The net person should be the dot on the I, you know? So it's like a straight line. So a true I formation is a straight line right in the middle, but I formation can be like, it can be off a little bit. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, if this is the server, right? This is server right here, and this is the net person. It doesn't have to be right here. It could be here. It could be here. All that is like regarded as I formation. And it's a good tactic in doubles, 100%. If it wasn't a good tactic, then all the top doubles teams, you know, wouldn't be using it, right? Oh, Anna thinks he'll probably have a different haircut by the time singles begin. No, I think this one is I think this one's here to stay. And it's 15-30 on the Routliffe serve. She's serving to Carlitos next. That's got to add a lot of pressure. Let's see what Carlos does here. By the way, Djokovic already out of the mixed. Out. He lost, which I think is good. Like I said, all the guys that lose early, I like it. Top guys, they don't need to be out there on the mixed court too long, you know? I prefer the double specialist to advance very far in this tournament than all the superstar singles players out in the first round. Not a good return by Carlos there. Listen, he's going to be rusty. I don't know if you can shake that rust off here in the mix, but that first round match, whoever it may be against, will be very interesting from Carlitos. That's going to be one to watch right there, guys. Oh, Serena with a cross-court reverse forehand return winner. Wow. You guys see that return winner? Insane angle from Serena. And a set point for Alcaraz Williams, 30-40. You got to believe Carlos is like shaking right now. He's so nervous. The pressure is getting to him. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what he does, though. He better come up with something good here. Routliffe misses the second serve. The first serve. Second serve, Routliffe. Let's see what Carlos does. And he goes through the middle. And there's the inside in forehand winner for Carlos. And he is pumped. Williams, Alcaraz take the first set 5-3. After a slow start, they're looking good. How fun is this? I do like this mixed competition, though. It's fun. We wouldn't be here live streaming. We wouldn't be here watching. There wouldn't be a million posts about it if it was just a regular mixed tournament, the U.S. Open. So all the, all the haters, like, get a grip. Come on, it's exciting. I know it's tough for the double specialists, but that could make the draw a little bit bigger maybe, because listen, the singles guys don't care. I'm sorry, they just don't care. I mean, I think a lot of them are happy with if they lose in the first round, and then let the double specialists advance towards the late stages. But it's just fun to see the pairings, superstar pairings. I think it's good for tennis. It creates a lot of excitement. Arthur Ashe Stadium is packed on a Tuesday. Come on, it's good for tennis. Guys, I want to share my Carlos Alcaraz doubles story, but first I got to take care of something. I'll be right back. You stay tuned, okay? Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, second set, Alcaraz serving first. For you guys just tuning in, we're covering the first round of the U.S. Open mixed tournament, Alcaraz Williams. And that's Serena Williams versus Glasspool and Routliffe. Slow start for Alcaraz, dropping serve immediately, but they recovered nicely. Broke back and then broke another time on the first set, 5-3. And I think they're gonna come through in the second set. Carlito serving way better. Sturdy love. What channel is this? We're talking about my channel. We're talking about the TV. It's on ESPN or ESPN2 or the app, the wonderful ESPN app. One of those things, guys. You can watch it on there. There's a big forehand from Carlos, and it's looking good. You ripped that one nicely. Yeah, the forehand's looking better and better. I mean, I'm saying better and better. It looked good in the first game. The second point, he cranked a few, and it looked good. So I'm not worried about the forehand at all, actually. I think they took a long time off. They were cautious. He could have come back after 2 months, I think, for that tenosynovitis. And there's a volley miss from Carlos. He's talking to Serena about it, how he should have hit that. He's mimicking that he didn't transition through, kind of stomped into that thing. But yeah, they were super cautious with that wrist injury. That he could have probably come back for Wimbledon. But they were cautious, and I think it's a smart decision. So he's going to be good for the rest. He's going to be good for the rest of the season. Ooh, Carlos stuck in no man's land. It's a nice return there from Routliffe. She burned him. She burned him really bad. I got to give credit. Carlos was like behind. Carlos was over here. Literally here, he volleyed that thing. Or here on this side. 40-30. First serve miss by Carlos. Second serve. And there's a strong second serve from Carlos. Glasspool dumps the return into the net. Alcaraz and Serena Williams hold. 1-love. I was out there studying Fed practice with Musetti. That's nice. Musetti, let's see what the draw brings for Musetti. Let's see what's coming, you know, like Sinner says. But looking for Musetti to do some damage. Anna says this is great practice for Alcaraz. Certainly, it's fantastic practice for Alcaraz. There's a little bit of pressure. You know, it's just very important for him to do this. I approve 100%. I just don't want to see him like win the whole thing necessarily. You know, I think it would be better if he lost first round, but I think for the sake of tennis and the excitement, I think it would be cool if they won the whole thing. Which, speaking of which, if somebody can look up the schedule, is the second round today if they happen to win, or they play tomorrow? Does anybody know? Because I can look it up, but if you guys know, let me know. Because I know the final is tomorrow, right? Did I get that right? Or is it Thursday? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Glasspool serving. Glasspool is a very interesting serve technique. It reminds me of Robin Söderling. It's that forward toss arm technique. I got a great video, 3 Ways to Toss, released about 7 years ago. Discusses the 3 different ways to toss the ball up. And Glasspool executes a style that's rare. And Alcaraz goes for that backhand down the line, misses wide. 30-love. Also, Alcaraz and Serena are matching, which is nice. It's a nice touch. Although I don't approve of the outfit from Alcaraz. I'm sorry. That's impossible to pull off for anybody normal. I mean normal, but like not professional. We can't pull this off, guys. Agreed? I certainly couldn't. It's like a basketball jersey. You know, it started with sleeveless. Tommy Haas was the first one to wear a sleeveless shirt. And now we have, you know, basketball-looking jerseys out there. I just don't know if this is going to be his singles outfit. I don't know. That's a nice shot there from Serena, putting pressure on Glasspool, and it's 30-all. Big point right here, 30-all. Let's see if Serena can come up with another great return. Second serve. That's a nice return from Serena there. Forces Glasspool to hit a low volley, which he misses long. And it's 30-40. Break point for Williams Alcaraz. Alcaraz will return this one. And once this game is over, I'll share my Alcaraz double story. Big serve there from Glasspool. Hits another volley that's too far back. And too much pressure for the net players. Absolute blast coming from the other side. And it's 2-love. Williams Alcaraz. Guys, do you think this is the official outfit for Alcaraz in the singles? Can't be, right? There's no way. There's no way. You know, I'm a Nike fan, long time Nike fan. Serena serving a 2-love. Aubrey thinks it is the singles outfit. I don't think so. Okay, that was wide. Second serve, Serena. And a very heavy second serve from Serena. Routliffe cannot control her backhand return. Hits it off center. Ball goes long. 15-love. Carlos looking more like Fed these days with the hair. Do you think he looks like Federer? Oh, okay. Wasn't he supposed to be doing a Knicks tribute with a US Open outfit? Okay, that makes sense. If that's it, okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's cool. That's cool. Got no problem with that. You know, but generally speaking, like I like the Nike clothes, like if they, it would make sense to make something nice that everybody can wear. Like with the recently Sinners clothes have been pretty good, but it's just by recently I mean 2025. This year, I don't know. Remember Sinners outfit, the mustard in Australia, and then nice from Serena, inside in, forehand. Wow, she's feeling good now, Serena. Hitting the ball well. Okay, well, long story short, outfits used to be better. There used to be a lot more better outfits, for sure. And she was a little too far away from that forehand, too, Serena. Still hit it really well. 30-love. 6 consecutive points won for Williams Alcaraz. There's a slice attempt from Serena. His second serve. Oh, Alcaraz slow on the volley there. He was non-committal on that one. Just reacted to it, instead of moving aggressively, he had moved a little bit towards the doubles alley, but Routliffe with a phenomenal return. She burned Alcaraz again. That's what's so fun about mix, 30-15. According to a fan account on Instagram, this is his official outfit for the US Open. No way. There's no way. All right. Listen, this we can't complain. I'm super happy he's back. Let him wear whatever he wants. $40-15. It's a nice serve there from Serena and a beautiful drop volley from Alcaraz. Nice hands there. And Alcaraz Williams 1 game away from clinching this first round match. Hi, Nick. I'm checking into your stream because I'm still boycotting ESPN until next week. I don't know. I mean, listen, I've talked before in this stream about the app, which is so frustrating. But I understand where you're coming from. It's been a frustrating thing for sure. Hold on one second. All right. Yeah, that drop volley from Carlos was insane. I agree, Raja. That was insane because Glasspool was very close to that ball, and Carlos hit it with like a sharp little. He was here. He hit it with a sharp little trajectory here like that. The guy has exceptional hands. But so far, like I said in the beginning, it's a good test for Carlos. It's exactly what he needs to hit some balls. And he's looking pretty good. Yeah, ultimately, his first real test is, of course, the first round. But I think it's good for him to go out here and hit a few balls with a little bit of pressure. Nick, what are your thoughts? Serena only carrying one ball versus one in the pocket when serving seems like a pointless question, but rhythm? It's not pointless at all, T-coded. Actually, Sampras used to do that. Sampras only took one ball and took the other one, if he missed the first serve. And so I guess Serena, I never really noticed that or paid attention to it. But I guess according to you, she does the same thing. Nice poach there from Glasspool. And, it's just personal preference, but it's only a thing at the pro level, right? Because, the normal tennis players out there, they got to put the other ball in the pocket, right? So don't do that if you don't have ball boys. If you just serve with one ball, then you have to go there and pick up the other one between your serves. It's going to mess you up. Don't copy that one, guys. Unless you have a full stack of ball kids on the court. Did Carlos make that? Was that in? It looks like he did. We'd like to see a replay on that, but no luck, no such luck. 15-all, Routliffe serving, down love 3 in a second, and down a set. Just got here, what's the scoring? Set up to 4, deciding point at deuce, and if they split sets, 10-point match tiebreak. Good hands by Carlitos there. Oh, Carlitos on fire right now. I thought he was going to go for a dive. Carlos covering the entire net, the entire length of the net, laterally speaking, is unbelievable. What an athlete. Look at his coverage up there. This first one, he was in the air, getting that backhand volley. And then check out the second one. Look at this. Okay, this one was a little bit easier. Amazing, amazing athleticism by Carlos at the net. And I still haven't told the double story. I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that for after the match, okay? Wow. What net coverage there from Carlitos. Big serve, though, from Routliffe. She's been burning Carlitos, though, Routliffe. She's had this number in this in this mix, I'm telling you. A few returns, she burned him, and now like a service winner. Routliffe is a good doubles player. 30-all, big point right here. Serena returning. Second serve, you know Serena gonna go hard on this return. All right, let's see what happens. Long discussion here what to do with the second serve between Routliffe and Glasspool. And down the line, return winner, frozen rope from Serena. Wow. Guys, you see that one? That was amazing right there. It's like a clutch point, 30-all. It's just the cleanest forehand return ever. It's a straight line. Glasspool was nowhere near that thing. And it landed in the singles court, actually. It landed right here. Amazing return by Serena. It's match point, Williams Alcaraz. This is insane, guys. They're about to go through. I didn't think they were going to win, I'll be honest. I thought they were going to lose. Nice poach there by Glasspool. I think the ball clipped the net from Routliffe. Okay, yes, it did. They apologize. Serena can't react to that. And now it's deciding point. It's match point and game point together. Just that new scoring they introduced into doubles a few years back. It's very exciting. And by a few years, I mean probably like 10 years. It's a sudden death point. I am a fan of it for doubles. I think it creates a little bit more excitement. And Serena will return it. And not good enough there from Carlitos. He tried to flick that backhand, but didn't do a good job with it. Maybe there was supposed to be a lob, hard to say. He did some kind of flicking action there. So either angle shot or lob. Probably like a lob miss hit. And Routliffe holds, and it's 3-1. Alcaraz will be serving for the match. What if they're going to win the mixed doubles and Carlitos is back-to-back US Open title? Why not? Why shouldn't they do that? Why shouldn't they do it? I think it'd be cool if they won. I'm just a little worried. It'd be too much tennis for Carlos, but I don't know. I mean, it's the week before. I just need to find out the schedule and see where the next match is, and also when the final is. Whether it's tomorrow or is it on Thursday. So I know the semis are tomorrow. The forehand from Carlos Alcaraz is looking strong. He overpowers Glasspool there, who is very angry for losing that rally to Carlos, but nothing to be ashamed of there. It's 30 love. Next match is right after this. Winner basically stays on the court. Oh yeah? That's cool. And his match point for Williams Alcaraz, 40 love. If that's the case, we'll just stay here live, guys. We're not going to go anywhere. And I'll take a look at it. I'll familiarize myself with the schedule and the draw and all that. Because to be quite honest with you, I didn't even look at the draw. I was just excited to see Carlos Alcaraz back in action. Oh, semifinals and final tomorrow. That's what I thought. Okay, thank you, Carla. Yeah. And there's the match for Alcaraz Williams. Nice. They came through. That is nice. How about Federer's exhibition tonight? I'm not going to be live streaming that thing. At least I don't think I am. But that's going to be exciting. What a nice Tuesday at the US Open. Nice match. I thought Serena played really well the whole match. I thought Alcaraz played well too, other than that double fault to start his first service game, but he played well. And the forehand looked nice. He was cranking it. Are you watching Roddick Federer? You know what? I do want to see that. I'm going to watch it. Why wouldn't they put this on prime time? Good question. I don't know. This would be great for a night session. I don't know, but I think isn't this like has to do something with the Arthur Ashe Kids Day or something, or isn't it part of that? Something like that? I don't know. But either way, daytime, nighttime, this is fun. This is a lot of fun, guys. It was a lot of fun. Carlos brings job back to tennis. I agree 100%. 100%, guys. Carlitos being back is a blessing. Absolutely. There's the Concord interview. Let's take a look here at the draw. Let's see here. Encore interviews right now. Let's see here. Schedule. All right. Let me catch you up on some of the results today in mixed as this interview is going on. Djokovic out first round to with Sabalenka to Siniakova and Patton. Djokovic and Sabalenka were seeded 1. Lost 10-2 in the deciding set tiebreak. Svitolina Monfils through the first round. I mean, second round, they beat Patton and Siniakova. Okay, I see how that goes. I did watch a little bit of that Bencic, Cobolli, Townsend Zverev match. It was a very easy win for Bencic and Cobolli. Okay, I see now. So next match is Bencic, Cobolli, Williams, Alcaraz. I see. I gotcha. And then it's a little bit of a break, and then it's Federer, Roddick at 8 o'clock tonight. And then it's Federer, McEnroe, Agassi, Roddick. All right. That'll be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I see. So, okay. All right, so we'll stay here, okay? How about that? We stay here. We'll stay here, guys. All right, let me tell you my Alcaraz doubles story. Obviously, with the repertoire that Alcaraz has, I mean, how can he not be a good doubles player, right? He is. No doubt about it, he is. However, hold on a second here. Oh, here we go, mixed doubles. Take a look at the draw here. Oh, okay. So they're playing on Louis Armstrong as well, right? Okay, so it's Fritz Pegula over there. I see. Okay. All right, makes sense. So, Alcaraz is a great doubles player. No doubt about it. However, for you guys might not know that I'm a huge Rafael Nadal fan, right? Huge. And in his last year, 2024, I wanted Rafa to do well at the Olympics. Now, I knew it was unlikely he was going to get a medal in singles, but I thought in doubles maybe, there was a chance to get a medal because his partner was Carlos Alcaraz. But they couldn't do it. They lost in the quarterfinals to Krajicek Ram, if I remember correctly, in straight sets. So that was disappointing, and I'm sure because Carlos wanted so bad to win with Rafa there. And that would have been so cool if they got at least if they got the gold, of course, would have been unbelievable. But I was so looking forward to those guys playing together and medaling, and they didn't. It was such a bummer. But then at the end of the year, they still had Davis Cup, and they didn't play doubles together. They played Netherlands in the first round. And, at the year-end championship, it's a new Davis Cup format, so it was a knockout stage at the end to determine the Davis Cup winner, and their first round opponent was the Netherlands. And they decided to actually have Rafa play singles, and he lost to Botik van den Zandschulp. And Carlos had beaten who did he beat? I don't recall who Carlos beat in the singles match. Was it Greek Spore? I don't know. It might have been Greek Spore, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, it doesn't matter. But Carlos had won his match. And so the doubles wasn't Rafa and Carlos. It was Granolier and Alcaraz against Van den Zandschulp and Koolhof, Wesley Koolhof. And Alcaraz again lost the doubles with Granolier, who's a top doubles player. And so those two matches, they stuck with me because I wanted him to win for Rafa so bad. Because I don't really care too much about Alcaraz's doubles. Listen, these guys at the top of the game, they're so important for tennis. I don't really think they should be playing that much doubles. I don't really think they need it for their game, especially Alcaraz. He has all those skills already. What can doubles bring him? Not much. So for those reasons, I don't really care about him playing doubles. But I did care a lot about him winning the medal for Rafa, or maybe helping Rafa advance in the Davis Cup, so we get to see Rafa one more time in Davis Cup, But we didn't. They ended up getting beaten by Van den Zandschulp and Koolhof, Alcaraz and Granolier. And I got to tell you, Kohlhoff was the best man on the court that day. And it's simply too good. And they lost. So that's been 2 matches that stuck with me with Alcaraz in doubles. And ones that I won't forget for a while. Those were painful ones. And I'm sure those hurt Alcaraz as well. That Olympics 2024, that hurt Alcaraz, that tournament. It must have. He lost the doubles with Rafa. That was probably very painful. And then losing that final to Djokovic, that was very disappointing for Alcaraz. Because he was the huge favorite in that match. Huge. And most people picked Alcaraz to win that. Because remember, Djokovic had knee surgery between Roland Garros and Wimbledon. Then he miraculously was able to recover for Wimbledon. And I listened to an interview with Djokovic with Slaven Bilic. It's Croatian, the new Croatian football captain for the national team, former great player. He has a great podcast, and he had Djokovic on, and Djokovic said that, everybody was telling him that it's impossible to be ready for Wimbledon, that he can't possibly get his knee ready, that he can't play. And Djokovic said because they were telling him that he can't, that's why he did it. It's like, so he got actually motivated by them telling him he can't do something to do that. And so Djokovic miraculously recovers, makes the Wimbledon final, but loses to Alcaraz in a straight set match with no chances. Alcaraz simply the better player on that particular day. There was no chance for Djokovic. First 2 sets were very comfortable. And then the third set got a little bit complicated. Alcaraz was serving for the match. Ended up losing his serve, and he ended up winning that third set. It was a little bit tighter than it should have been. So anyway, fast forward to the Olympics, which was 2 weeks later, or something like that, maybe 3 weeks later. Everybody had picked Alcaraz to win that final, but I didn't. I had a gut feeling that Djokovic was going to win, and I did predict that Djokovic was going to win that one, and he did. But back to Carlos, I think that hurt him a lot, that match. And then you put on top of that doubles loss with Rafa. It was a very painful Olympics. So yeah, that's my story with Alcaraz's doubles. And we shall see. But look, like I said in the beginning, this is good for him to get out here and play a couple matches. These are very low, let's call them low impact matches. He's not going to hurt himself out there. He's not going to exhaust himself. And it's competitive enough where I do think he gets something out of it. And let's see if he wins the next one. If he does, he'll be back out there tomorrow. And we shall see. Does he look okay to you, Nick? Yeah, he does. I'm not really seeing anything concerning regarding Alcaraz. Nothing. I took a really careful look at his forehand from a lot of the practice footage that I had, recent practice footage, and I'm not seeing any issues. The draw, I think is, anybody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the draw is coming out Thursday, right? Do I get that right? Why does everybody keep saying about Tirante Alcaraz first round? I don't know, no idea. What does that mean? Why would that happen? There's literally like 63 other guys you could face in the first round. Why Tirante? And is Tirante seeded? I don't even think it's possible. Is this? No, it's probably not, right? What's Tirante's ranking? Let me check. They probably, you know what it is? They probably think Tirante is a dangerous floater and someone that nobody wants to play. He's 42, so he's like just a little bit out of the seeding. I guess he's a dangerous floater. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. There could be other guys in the first round that could be very, very difficult. I think Federer plays at 7. Panura. I think he plays at 7. Alcaraz and Williams are on very soon here. So, guys, I'm not going to go anywhere. We're going to do that second match right on this stream. And so guys, don't go anywhere. I'm going to take a little break. I just got to take care of one little thing, and we'll be back. It shouldn't be long until Alcaraz and Serena are back on the court, okay? So you guys don't go anywhere. We'll see you very soon. All right, guys? Hang tight. All right, guys. Second round mixed U.S. Open. Serena Williams and Carlos Alcaraz versus Belinda Bencic and Flavio Cobolli. Serena serving first. 15 love. 15 all. What is going on with the app? The app is not doing too well. All right. Cobolli is returning on the do side, Bencic on the ad. And Flavio misses a backhand return into the net. He directed it at Alcaraz. And it's 30-15. If you're just tuning in, I did cover the first round between Alcaraz and Serena. Alcaraz and Serena versus Routliffe and Glasspool. And I said that this is very good for Carlos. Come out here and, shake the rust off, so to speak. He won't be able to do that 100% until he steps on that singles court. But still, I think this is good. I'm a little bit torn on what's better for him. There's a nice hold there from Serena, 15 hold. 1 love. I'm a little bit torn on what's better for him, to lose this match. Not that he would lose it on purpose, but to lose this match or actually go all the way in this mixed. I don't know about that. I kind of like that they do have some double specialists in here. Not that many, though, but Irani, Vavasori, they won last year. They're in here again. I don't know if they won the first round. They won the first set. I kind of would like to see the double specialists go all the way through. And all the superstars, I don't think they care too much about winning this tournament. It would be nice to see the double specialists go all the way, cash in on that prize money, and have the superstars out after the first day. I know it sounds kind of harsh, but it was super exciting to see them, and I think it's great. But I think winning is secondary when it comes to this particular tournament. It's not so important. But I don't know. I think Serena, it's just, like I said in the first match, I'm trying to make sense of her comeback. I don't understand it, to be quite honest with you. I don't get it. She came back and played 2 tournaments, I think, right? Prior to Wimbledon, doubles? Or was it 1 tournament? No, she played 2, I think, right? She played with Mboko in Queens. That's where Mboko got hurt, by the way, and she's still hurt from that. It's brutal. And then I think she played another one. I think she played another tournament. I just can't remember now who it was with. Muchova maybe? Was it Muchova and Bad Homburg maybe? Or Berlin? I think it was Muchova. And then she didn't play doubles. That's a nice classic Serena. A swing volley close to the net. Great hands up there. She puts it away. 15-30. They got to look right away. And Serena's return goes in. Serena blasts the forehand. It's a Serena Cobolli rally, but Bencic with beautiful hands at the net, intercepts the ball, poaches, and it's 30-all. And then she was supposed to play doubles with Venus, of course, at Wimbledon, but she pulled out after that singles with an injury. So I honestly thought this was all about her playing singles and maybe playing another U.S. Open, but it's not, I guess. They did leave one wild card for a long time for her. They gave away 7, and the one was still to be given out, and I think that was supposed to be for her, but she didn't take it. I don't understand. I really don't understand the comeback. I don't get it, but it's still nice to see her. I think it's great. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Alcaraz, the swing volley, cranks it. That looked good from Alcaraz, that swing volley. He ripped that quite hard. But Serena cannot control the volley, and it's 1-all. And it's who's serving? Alcaraz serving, okay. And Alcaraz gets burned there. The down the line return winner from Cobolli. Love 15. Okay, I remember now. I mean, I don't remember. I looked it up. But yeah, she played in Berlin with Mucho, and they lost in the first round to Olmos and Routliffe. 4-4. And Serena with a good first volley there. Second volley, she misses into the net. And it's love 30 on the Alcaraz serve. 15-30. Alcaraz trying to get out of this service game. Kick serve on the first from Alcaraz, and he draws the return error from Bencic. $30-all. When it comes to this level, like when you have like a male against female, I don't think it's the speed that female players have trouble with necessarily, because there's plenty of speed on the WTA Tour, but it's rather the spin. So if you're serving here, I think a kick serve can be just as effective as a flat hard serve or a slice serve. The kick will be tricky to return if it's hit fast. And there's a nice point at the net from Serena. She cleans up there. She's like swatting balls away up there, taking these big swings on the volley, taking swing volleys where you really don't normally would take swing volleys close to the net. You need a little bit of space for a swing volley usually. And it's 40-30. And there's a service winner. Again, a big serve from Alcaraz to Bencic. She overhits the backhand return. It's 2-1. I think Serena misses tennis and wants to play while she's fit in her 40s. All right, that's cool. Good. Can't hate on that. That's cool. That's not a problem. Serena lost against Maya Joint at Wimbledon. Yeah, of course. We're right here live streaming that one. Hey, Night Rush. Good to see you in here. Have you guys signed up for an ESPN? I certainly have. I did the Max package. Have you got your pen and paper ready for the draw, Nick? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm not looking forward to that because that's always a lot of stress. That's the way I do it. I really shouldn't be doing it. I should like do it digitally, but I don't know. It's become a ritual at this point, so I'll probably write out the draw by hand and fill it out. And we'll see. I'm not looking. This is going to be one of the most difficult draws to fill out on the men's side. The women's side is a little bit more easy, a little bit easier. Men's draw will be an absolute nightmare. I'm going to tell you that right away. It's going to be horrible. Anna says they're serious about this. Yeah, that's the thing. Like with Serena, she didn't just show up here to just play one match. I'm sure she wants to win the whole thing, but that's a nice forehand from Bencic. She burns Carlitos at the net. 15 love. Go digital on the draw? Nah, I'm still going to go paper. I think the difference is that I can keep referring to that paper for the entire tournament. Go back to it, show it, like it's kind of like a prop. It turns into a prop that's useful whenever I need it. And it's something physical you can hold. So I kind of prefer it that way, to be honest with you, and I'll keep doing it. It'd be a lot easier to do digital, yeah, but so far my prediction videos have been performing really well at every tournament, so no reason to start changing things up. Just keep going with the same type of format. There's a double fault from Bencic, 15-30, and Carlos returning on the outside. And Bencic burns Carlos again. He misses the backhand, 30 all. That's funny. Alcaraz. I like that. I like that. Does anyone know which court number they're on? They're on Arthur Ashe Stadium, on the main court. The second court also has mixed, Louis Armstrong, but I don't know if there's any matches left on that one. This will be the last match, though, on this side of the draw. So they'll play semis tomorrow. Rally between Serena and Bencic, cross-court battle. Serena lobs, Bencic takes it early. Carlos tries to poach, but he gets there too late. Misses the volley into the net, 40-30. Yeah, he just moved a little bit late on that poach. There's been a couple of poaches today from Carlos that were, he was amazing at the net in that previous match with some spectacular plays, but also a couple of mistimed moves at the net for sure. And that's a big forehand from Carlos. Bencic rips into Serena at the net, who misses a forehand volley. And it's 1-all. I mean 2-all, sorry. First set. Big serve from Serena down the tee. And that's a nice shot there from Carlos. Oh, yes. The little cross-court angle volley winner from Carlos. 2 good plays from Carlos consecutively, 30 love. Nice to have Carlos is your net person up there while you're serving, huh? Serving and Carlos is up there cleaning up for you. That must be a good feeling. 30 love. I love how he held that volley too. He held it a little bit. See, he hit that drop and he held. Let's see how he held it a little bit. That's nice. Very nice. Second serve from Serena. Cobolli. It's a pretty good backhand inside out. Bencic tries to poach, but overruns the ball a little bit. Jams herself. Misses the volley. 40 love. Second serve again from Serena. All right, love hold from Serena after Bencic overhits that second serve return. And Alcaraz Williams up 3-2, 1 game away from this first set. This Serena gal has a nice serve. It's the greatest WTA serve in history. Nobody comes close. Are they going to win this first set? Looks like it. But it's on serve still, though, so hard to say. So nice to pay for the premium package, $35 a month for ESPN to watch this US Open and to still have to sit through commercials. That's always a big pleasure. Unbelievable. All right, Cobolli serving at 2-3 to stay in this first set, and he starts it off with a kick serve. Serena can't handle it. 15 love. That toss was at like 10 o'clock from Cobolli. That was a crazy toss. Crazy toss. A lot of you guys are commenting how fit Serena looks. Yeah, for sure. Which again, you know, makes me wonder, why didn't she play singles? Or why didn't she play some singles during, like maybe at least Cincinnati? Or if she really wants to be back out there on the court. I don't know. Hard to say. In the Philippines, it's $10 US for US Open package. That's nice. That's not expensive at all. You know, relatively speaking, to what we were paying over here for ESPN, which is insane. Listen, it used to be like $12.99 or $9.99. It used to be way cheaper. It just recently went up in price, and actually service has gone down in value for a higher price, which makes no sense. But oh no, Bencic misses a easy backhand volley there close to the net off a poach. It took a Serena-style swing, but the ball was too low, and she misses into the net, 40-15. It's a nice shot from Carlos. It's that angle, inside-out angle shot that he hit. It's a shot that you see more in doubles than singles for sure. That's 40-30. On the Cobolli serve, big kick out there. He puts Carlos Alcaraz in a lot of trouble. Carlos Alcaraz at the side, not fence, but side board there. Ran out of space to return that thing. And it's 3-all. I guess we're going up to 5, guys. You're 3 points behind today. Why is that? I don't know how I'm 3 points behind. I don't know. It's impossible. I'm literally like, it's 3-all, 15 love. It's on TV right now. So the TV can't be behind. That's like as live as I can get it. This TV. TV right now is 3-all, 15 love. So I don't know how I can be so far behind. Unless there's a super big lag with YouTube. Well, let me check one setting real quick here. Maybe there's something going on with the setting here. I have ultra low latency. I don't know. It doesn't say. Alcaraz the bounce overhead. He doesn't rip it. What happened there? Oh, Serena touched the ball. Okay, got it. Serena touched the ball, which means the point goes to Cobolli and Bencic. All right, guys, let me try one more thing here with the latency. Give me 1 sec. All right, I'm back, guys. So it's 40-15 on the... Okay, so here I got the actual numbers. It's 40-15 on the TV, and I'm just 1 point behind on the stream. And I've checked my YouTube. It's about 10 to 15 seconds delayed. So it's not that bad today. Sometimes it's like 20 seconds. It's not so bad. I mean, that's about as good as I can do it. I got everything maxed out on the settings, so it's just what it is. I don't know. It's 40-30 on the Alcaraz serve. Looks like a tight match. Yeah, this is a tight match. This one is tight. The first one was tight too in the first set. Alcaraz Williams were down a break and fought back. And it looks like we got a deciding point on the Alcaraz serve. Big point coming up. Let's see who returns this, whether it's Bencic or Cobolli. And Bencic really burned Carlitos there with that deep backhand return. Carlitos tried to pick up the forehand, but couldn't get it over the net. And it's going to be Cobolli returning it on the deuce side. Big serve from Carlos, and volley put away from Serena. That's how you take care of a big point like that, deciding point. Nice. What a team they are, Alcaraz Williams. Nice. And it's 4-3. Very nice poach there from Serena. She's sharp in these matches. Really, from the first point on, she's been playing well. I felt that in the Cincinnati doubles match, she didn't play well early, maybe the first few games. She lost her serve. But then she played really well in the second set. That was some of the best tennis I've seen from Serena, maybe the best tennis I've seen from her in her comeback. So she did well there. Alcaraz, I like that. That's funny. They are communicating well. It looks like it, yeah. It looks like it. I'll pay 20 euros a month to extend my package so I get all the tennis in Spain with Movistar. That's crazy. So for 20 a month, you get everything, huh? That's nice. All right. One game away from the set here. It's going to be Bencic serving. Down 3-4. Big body serve there. Serena cannot get out of the way on the forehand return. 15 love. And Bencic burns Carlitos with a big serve. He didn't control that return well. Sprayed it long. 30 all. Nick, what do you think about Stan being denied a wild card? A lot of buzz and outrage. I had a whole segment on that during my video where I talked about golf and Feast winning Cincinnati, and I decided to delete the entire segment. Yeah, my answer was quite complex actually, but I decided to get rid of the whole segment. So I don't know, maybe I'll talk about it again. I'm not sure. Double fault for Bencic. 30-15. And she gets Carlos again. Second time this game. Can't control that return off the Bencic's serve. 40-15. Jay LePew, is it strange that I think Bencic Cobolli should win this? Not strange at all. I thought Carlos and Serena were going to lose the first match, to be honest with you. And ace for Bencic. What a fantastic hold. And it's 4-all. What happens at 4-all? Tiebreak? And what kind of tiebreak? Seven-point tiebreak. Okay. So that's the one up to 5. Oh, strong return from Cobolli there. Love one. Okay, we got a scoreboard. It's hitting full capacity here. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Anyway, the scoreboard doesn't work right now for the tiebreak, but 3-love Bencic Cobolli. Quick lead. Big backhand there from Alcaraz over Powers. Bencic 3-1. All right, guys, we have a horrible problem here with the tiebreak scoring. So let's just leave it. I'll just keep you updated. It's 3-all. Serena and Carlos came back from 3-love, won 3 consecutive points. It's 3-all. And the tiebreak is a 7-point tiebreak. So I think that goes up to 5, if I'm not mistaken. But okay, hold on. Somebody said that was it Reba? I have to say bye for now. I'm a whole game ahead of you guys, so enjoy, guys. Reba, why? It's 3-all. How can you be so far ahead? I don't get it. 3-all right now. Bench is serving. And Serena with a big return there. Serena is pumped. She is attacking. Serena playing well in this tiebreak since love 3. And it's 4-3. This is set point, I think. Oh no, I play a 7-point tiebreak. That's the regular one. My bad. I was thinking about Coleman tiebreak. Never mind. The scoring is messing me up. There was a tiebreak that went up to 5. Don't ask, please. Oh, it's a regular tiebreak, I guess. Never mind. Yeah, Serena still has the power. Yes, she does. She can still hit big serves, big forehands, big backhands. The movement is the issue, but movement is not an issue in doubles, though. And Cobolli with a nice poach there. It's 4-all. Serena will serve one more time. Let's see what Serena comes up with now. There's a big point right here. This is a big point right here. Nick, have you attended the US Open? No, I have not. Never. And there's a mini break for Cobolli and Bencic. 5-4 in the tiebreak. Cobolli will have 2 serves to finish out this tiebreak. That was a monster return right there from Cobolli, and he pumps his fist right on the line. Serinarlos? That doesn't roll off the tongue that good. I prefer Serkaraz as well. Anna, I prefer Serkaraz. That's a monster backhand from Carlitos, and Serena overcooks the volley, poaching volley. She's made a lot of those today, but she also takes these huge swings on those volleys when she's very close to the net, completely unnecessary. I mean, she can do it. She's good at it. She's made winners with it, but she overcooked that one. She simply overhit it. The swing did not have to be that big. She took a monster swing on that 2-handed backhand volley, high volley. 6-4, Cobolli, Bencic, and Cobolli with an ace out wide to Serena. They win the first set in the tie break. All right, guys, hold on one sec. Okay, so just this is gonna be a tough thing to say, but I said this in their first round match, and I'll say it again. It's not the worst thing that Carlos loses this. It's not. I think he got what he needed to get out of this. He hit some balls. It's a competitive situation there. Probably felt a little bit of the nerves in the beginning, and this was good to shake his rust off. But like I said, I think this tournament, a lot of people are complaining about this being very very bad for the double specialists and all that. This is supposed to be their event and all that, and their chance to make some money, and I understand all that, but I do think it's nice that we have all this attention on mixed all of a sudden, and it's great to watch these superstars play mixed and these pairings. I think it's awesome for the game. But I do think, like, when it comes to who ends up going deep in this one, it would be cool to see some double specialists advance and take advantage of that prize money, which I believe is $1 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. And let them advance to the semis and final. And if Carlos loses this, not the end of the world. I think it's actually better. I know it sounds bad, but it's actually, I would prefer it for Carlos. But it looks like they're playing serious. Now, here's the thing, though. I don't know what's going on with Serena and Venus in doubles. I don't remember hearing that they got the wild card. So is this going to be it for Serena? This is just mixed? And if that's the case, then of course she's going to be pumped to win the whole thing. So in that regard, it's a little bit different there for Serena, and maybe they will win the whole thing. Maybe they'll play hard here and fight like crazy. But look, Cobolli Bencic is a tough pair. They're good players. Cobolli serving first in the second set. And it's 15 love. Love 15, sorry. That was a good return from Serena. Carlos with a nice backhand angle there. We got a nice rally between Cobolli and Alcaraz, which Alcaraz wins. And it's love 30. Can Carlos and Serena break here early in the second? That was another kick attempt from Cobolli. And Serena overhits the return. Doesn't hit it clean. It's 15-30. And Carlos returning. Gets the return deep. Another cross-court battle between Cobolli and Alcaraz, but this time Cobolli changes directions, goes inside in at Serena, and wins the point. Serena can't handle that power from Cobolli. It's 30 all. I don't know if necessarily that ball was it was overpowered her. I think it was more of a wrong footing situation there. She was leaning. I'm looking at it slow one now. It looks like she might have been leaning a little bit towards the left. Yeah, she did lean to the left a little bit, and then Cobolli just hooked the ball inside in, reversed the finish, and got Serena on the wrong foot there. And from love 30 to 40-30. There's a big return from Serena there, but the second shot, she didn't hit that forehand well, dumps it into the net. Game point for Bencic and Cobolli. Pila Pew says, I find it ridiculous Carlitos plays this match as his first match after being out for a long time with wrist issues. I don't know. I mean, it certainly is a very risky move to just go to the US Open without having played any matches. I agree with you there. It would have been nice for him to play something. Another inside in reverse finish forehand shot by Cobolli, this time for a winner. Serena moved way too early on that poach, and that's a clutch hold right there from Flavio from love 30 to holding 230. Would have made sense to play Cincinnati and shake the rust off there. But if you think about it, there's no way you can spin it. Like, he's gonna have to come back to tough competition. But yeah, it's just the difference between a Masters 1000 to come back to that or a Grand Slam. I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, I do agree with you though, it is risky. Not necessarily for the wrist. I'm sure they tested it and they examined it and all that, and I think that's ready to go, but you risk losing early in this tournament. You do run that risk. And I'm really eagerly awaiting that draw to see who he will play in the first round. And it could be absolutely brutal. A lot of people are saying Tirante as a dangerous unseeded floater. That's a big rally there between Serena and Cobolli, and Serena goes down the line, misses into the net with the forehand. Love 15. Alcaraz this time misses the backhand volley from the middle of the court. The return from Bencic was very, very good though. So that had something to do with Carlos missing that shot. And it's love 30. Where do you rank Serena in all-time doubles grades? I don't rank her at the top, Anthony. I rank Navratilova at the top, as nobody comes close. Navratilova, best volleyer in the history of WTA. Best transition game. A true serve and volleyer. So she is number one in my book, and I think her titles prove that. I don't know how many she has, but I know there's a ton of doubles and mixed titles. But I put Serena and Venus right up there. Serena too, like, they're just so imposing on the doubles court, so intimidating. They hit the ball so hard. There's so much power there. Not too much finesse, let's say, but it's just pure power. They can just overpower opponents. So I'll put Serena right behind Navratilova. But of course, there's other double specialists. Of course, and I'm not underestimating them. But Serena is something else. So I don't put her quite above Martina, but I do put her number 2. And Serena misses the forehand. They're in a hole right now. 30-40 on the Serena serve. Break point. Bencic will return it. Huge point right here. Serena misses the first serve. Second serve. And a clutch second serve right on the line from Serena. Bencic misses that inside in return. And we're deuce. Anthony will put Hingis slightly above Serena in doubles. That's a fair point. And I think you might be right. I'm just looking at more the power, you know, just the ability to destroy the opponent in doubles, especially when it's together with her sister, Venus. Like, they won 14 slams together. Like, I don't know how many Hingis has, but maybe you can look it up, Anthony, and let me know in the chat how many slams Hingis has. But I see your point, though. As a true doubles player, like the hands, the transition game, all that, Hingis for sure better than Serena. Serena doesn't have a great feel. She doesn't necessarily have the classical volley. Everything's a swing volley, pretty much. Not everything, but a lot of the volleys are swing volleys. So it's just from that standpoint, yeah, I get it. But again, Venus and Serena in their prime, doubles court, I don't know. That is tough right there. But a huge hold here from Serena. Save break point. Won the deciding point. That's 1-all. Bencic serving. Let's see if Alcaraz and Williams can put some pressure on the Bencic serve. What channel is this on? ESPN 2, I think. Have 15 love. That's 15-all on the Bencic serve. That's a nice return right there from Carlos, but a little bit of help from the net. Clipped to top of the net, and Cobolli didn't have a lot of chances to get that back. Carlos apologizes, and it's 15-all. Okay, I see. Serena is up one in doubles on Hingis. That's a lot of slams and doubles for Hingis. 13. That's a lot. Double-digit slams. How many did Navratilova have? And what's the rankings? Like, who has the most? I thought Navratilova had the most, right? Didn't Pam Shriver have a ton too? And Serena misses the backhand return of a very tricky slicer from Bencic that kind of went into her body. Serena did not move out of the way enough. 30-15. Hey, Renan Tennis Gal, good to see you in here. Yeah, I didn't plan to stream this. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I really wanted to see Carlos back. And so far, Carlos is looking great. Wow. How about Bencic? They're returning those balls from Carlos, those backhands. He ripped one too at Bencic, and he's such a good absorber of power. It's insane. Bencic can redirect that ball like no other. I mean, just remember her Yala match in Cincinnati, how well she played there. She held her own against Carlos in that rally. He was using his power and sending it right back. Very impressive. Incredible ball striker. And a nice little forehand cross-court angle from Bencic. She rolled that thing right here. And it's a great shot in doubles, by the way. The little roller forehand. And a lot of times it can result in the opponent popping the volley up, which Serena did there. And Cobolli had no problem putting the backhand away from very close to the net. Bencic, Cobolli up a set and 2-1. We're on serve in the second set. Navratilova had 31 slams in women's doubles and 10 in mixed. That's insane. Double digits in both, but 31 slams in doubles. That's crazy, guys. Think about that number. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Hi, Nick. Wolf and Winter wasn't that bad, but compared to Rafa, it was weaker. Yeah, I mean, I made a whole video on that, reviewed it on my channel. You can check that video out. Don't forget Navratilova singles titles, though. Yeah, Navratilova, I mean, you could make arguments for her, too, as the greatest ever, but of course, that title belongs to Serena. I would put the rankings like this: Serena, Graf, Navratilova. That would be my top 3. Yeah, the draw is going to be very nerve-wracking, for sure, for the Alcaraz fans. And Cobolli had the entire line open there. Serena had moved towards the middle of the court, but he misses the backhand return into the net. And it's 15-love on the Alcaraz serve. Anthony, I agree. Yeah, Everett would be 4. I would say 4. Those would be the top 4. Everett, Navratilova, Graf, Serena. Who do we put in 5, Anthony? Kevin, you can't watch us on the Tennis Channel. It's only on ESPN. I think it's ESPN 2. Anthony, who do you put at 5, though? That's a tricky one, right? I would put Monica Seles, even if the numbers might not prove it, because Monica would have been in the ballpark of Graf and Serena as far as slams. I'm telling you, she would have. Incredible backhand from Bencic, picking up like that and ripping it through the middle. Bencic on fire in this match. There's a good volley too from Serena. Cobolli retrieved it well, put Carlos Alcaraz under pressure. Who gave a short ball to Bencic, and Bencic punishes Alcaraz with an incredible backhand winner through the middle. But yeah, I would put Seles at 5 because I think she would have ended up with between 15 and 25 slams if she just could have continued like she started. So my top 5 all-time women would be Serena 1, Graf 2, Navratilova 3, Everett 4, Monica Seles 5. That's it. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Agree, disagree? And there's that, that backhand volley is hilarious. Don't copy that, please. But Serena gets away with it. She hits it good, those volleys. Like she literally hit the backhand volley like this. Look, like that. She did this, which not gonna work for most players. Not a fundamentally sound volley at all. But for Serena, that's okay. She somehow gets away with it. That's Cobolli now catching fire on the return. Down the line, return winner off the Alcaraz serve. That's 30-40. Big trouble here for Alcaraz. And now we got a deciding point. Who will take it? Alcarina, I love that. That's the one, Alcarina. That's a nice nickname for Serena and Carlos, Alcarena. Because it sounds kind of Spanish, you know? Alcarena, I like that. Venus 6, Henin 7, Hingis 8, Sharapova 9th. Man, this top 10 is turning out really good, Anthony. I like that. I like what you're saying. Who's 10 though? And there's the break for Cobolli and Bencic. A monster return for Cobolli. Alcaraz gets burned by the backhand return of Cobolli, and it's 3-1, a set in 3-1. Cobolli Bencic 1 game away from taking out Alcaraz Williams. Wow, guys. Cobolli catching fire here late. Both Bencic and Cobolli, a great team. Bencic has been playing well the whole match. For me, she's the player of the match. I'm super impressed with how many points she got on Alcaraz, Bencic. And Cobolli, maybe not in the first set, but in the second set, he stepped up his game. Like, he's playing amazing. There's some heavy forehands, and Bencic with the poach there. Hits it into Alcaraz's feet. No chance to get it back. I agree with you. You guys 10. I agree with you, Anthony. It's a good ranking. Maybe a video idea. The top 10 female players of all time. There's 30 love. Very heavy serve from Cobolli. Alcaraz does not hit a good return there. 2 points away from the win. Second serve, Cobolli. And Serena misses the backhand into the net. She's trying to go into the ad side alley past Bencic, but she can't get the ball high enough. Match point for Cobolli Bencic, 40 love. Big serve, and Alcaraz overhits the return, and Alcaraz and Serena are out of mixed, guys. They're out of mixed. That was a great match by Cobolli and Bencic. They play well. Deserving the victory for sure. And I think this is not a bad thing for Alcaraz. If you're an Alcaraz fan, don't be sad. It's probably better he lost here. He got a couple matches in. You know, you guys are asking, how does Nick, how do you rate his level? And do you think it's something to worry about? You can't rate somebody's level in doubles. It's impossible. You really have no clue how somebody's going to play in singles based on their doubles. So the true test will be his first round match. But just because he didn't play a warm-up tournament, or didn't play, said warm-up tournament, I didn't mean that. Didn't play a tournament before the U.S. Open. This was good for him to shake a little bit of the rust off, but ultimately the rust will need to be shaken off in the first round. So he looks good physically to me. The serve was looking good. The forehand was great. I thought he was ripping it right from the get-go. There was no hesitation there. Obviously, they tested the wrist. I mean, they're not going to show up here with a wonky wrist. You know what I mean? So he's been playing for a while now, probably a month prior to this tournament. And the first point of the first round, Alcaraz hit a double fault. Second point, he got into an exchange with Glasspool, I think, and he ripped some forehands. He let the forehand rip immediately. So that tells you, like, there's no hesitation. He's ready to rock and roll. The wrist is perfectly healthy, and he's going to be okay. So I think this was good for him. It was good for the fans. It was good to see Serena and Carlos together on the court. I thought Serena played quite well. I thought she played better in the first match. Second match, she did make some mistakes there in the second set. But look, I think she's playing great in doubles. I think she can do damage in doubles still on tour. I'm convinced with that. But ultimately, I wanted to find out whether she can win some more matches in singles, which I believe that she certainly can do. But she didn't play, so we'll see what the future will bring for Serena. But this was great for the fans. This brought a lot of attention to our game. And most importantly, it was great for Carlos. This was a positive for Carlos. And we can't really say too much about this other than that he looks healthy and he looks like he's ready to rock and roll in the singles. So guys, you're going to catch me very soon in a first round live stream. But we have some things to take care of before that. We got the draw video. I'm going to fill out the draw when the qualifiers are placed. So expect a video with the predictions, all matches, women's draw, men's draw, probably around Friday afternoon if the draw comes out on Thursday. So look out for that. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Intuitive Tennis. Make sure you hit like on this video. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos or future live streams. And I got some new membership tiers on the Intuitive Tennis YouTube channel. We got the member first videos, that are on my channel. And then the members only videos, there's 3 of the member only videos. So we got that going on, so make sure you become a member if you will, if you want to. And I also have Intuitive Tennis Premium that has absolutely everything that you would ever need regarding tennis content and developing your game and all that. So check out intuitivetennis.com, subscribe to Intuitive Tennis Premium, and I'll catch you guys on the next live stream. Take care.